Hello students, lesson number 8, quadrilateral constructions and types. Under this lesson, today we will see the next part, and before that we have completed let's recall part, that 4 construction I shown you how to do this construction. Then we see the construction of a quadrilateral. To construct a quadrilateral, if length of 4 sides, here in this inside the 4 sides length is given, PQ, QR, PS, PQ, PR, PS and RS, and the diagonal is given. Then how to do the construction I shown you in my last lecture. Now the second construction is a construction of a quadrilateral if 3 sides and 2 diagonals are given. 1, 2, 3 sides and 2 diagonals if it is given, then how to do the construction, that also we see. Then yesterday's lecture inside we saw this third construction to construct a quadrilateral if 2 adjacent 2 sides and any 3 angles. If you see here 3 angles measure is given, okay, so 3 angles and 2 side is given, then how to do the construction, that also we seen in yesterday's lecture. Then here the fourth, to construct a quadrilateral if 3 sides and 2 angles are included by them is given, then how to do this, that also we see. And today we will see the next part, that is the rectangle. So rectangle inside, you know that the properties of rectangle we have studied in previous classes. Opposite sides are congruent, all angles are 90 degrees angles, okay. If all angles of quadrilaterals are right angles, then it is called as a rectangle. So here among the 5 elements, means all angles are given, and with this 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, means opposite sides measure of sides or angles is given, then from this 5 at least 2 of the lengths, means here the sides opposite adjacent sides length, otherwise diagonals length, otherwise the length of the adjacent and the adjacent side and angles if it is given, then we can do the construction very easily. From the definition we know that angles of rectangles are right angles, okay, all the angles of rectangle are right angles. So if you know 2 adjacent side, we can construct the rectangle very easily. Now here to construct a rectangle PQRS by taking 2 convenient adjacent sides. So I will construct here the rectangle by taking 2 adjacent side, that I will show you. Name the point of intersection, diagonals we have to draw for this, and that point is English way. So here I will show you after sketch, after drawing this rectangle PQRS. Then name the point of intersection. After drawing this we have to give the diagonal T, and then what we have to do, that we will read and then we will do the construction. Length of opposite sides QR and PS we have to measure. Then we have to measure the length of PQ and SR. These opposite sides measure we have to measure. Then we have to measure the length of PR and QS. PR and QS, this whole length we have to measure. Then length of PT and TR. These are the parts of the diagonals that we will measure. And then we have to see. Then QT and TS, that we will first we will do the construction and then I will show you. Okay. So here inside it I took one question, that is the quadrilateral PQRS I have to draw, and I took the convenience measures. QR is equal to 5 cm. QR is equal to 5 cm and PS is equal to 3 cm. So first of all I took here QR is equal to 5 cm. And as we know that all angles are 90 degrees. So I took here angle Q is equal to 90 degrees. See here all of you. Then angle R is equal to also I will take 90 degrees. So this is the angle 90 degrees mark I have taken here, and then join this. Then we have to take the measure of 3 cm in our compass, because here PQ is equals to how much I have taken, 3 cm. So 3 cm distance we have to take in our compass. See here all of you, take a distance of 3 cm in a compass. After taking a distance of 3 cm, draw the arcs on these rays. Okay, and here it is point P and here it is PQRS. Then we have to join this PS. Okay. After drawing this, here in this activity inside they told us to join this PR and QS. So here I will join the PR and the PS. So PR I will join and QS also I will join. And this point of intersection I will name it as a T. Now we have to study the properties. First of all, we have to take the lengths of opposite side. So length of opposite side, that is length of PS, as I told you here how much it was, 5 centimeter. If you see here, its measure is 5 centimeter. So PS is equal to length of QR is equals to how much, 5 centimeter. Okay. Then I will take the measure of QS. How much it is there? 3 centimeter. If you see here SR, it is also 3 centimeter. So length of PQ is equal to length of SR. Length of SR is equal to 3 centimeter. Now I will take the measure of the PR. See here all of you, how much is the measure of PR? It is 6 centimeter. So I will write here length of PR, it is a diagonal, is equal to length of QS. If you see here, QS is equal to also how much? Length of QS is equal to also 6 centimeter. It is same. Then afterwards, PR's half part we have to measure. If you see here, PT is equal to how much? 3 centimeter and TR is equal to also 3 centimeter. So here I will write length of PT is equal to length of TR is equal to how much? 3 centimeter. Similarly, I will check the measure of QT. If you see here 3 centimeter and that TS is also 3 centimeter. So here length of QT is equal to length of TS is equal to 3 centimeter. Now from this we will understand the property, that is the shear. If you see here the PS and QR, here it is PS and here it is QR. The PS and QR are the opposite sides. So here I will write opposite sides. Okay. Then PQ's opposite side is SR. So PQ is equal to SR is equal to 3 sides. So here it is also opposite sides. So from this construction we understand that the opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent, because if you see here PS is equal to QR is equal to 3 centimeter, PQ is equal to SR is equal to 3 centimeter. Now if you think about PR and QS, okay, so here it is PR and here it is QS, its measure is also same, means the diagonals are also congruent. Diagonals are also congruent, means the rectangles opposite sides are congruent, diagonals are also congruent. And if you see here, PT is equal to TR is equal to 3 centimeter. So here PT is equal to 3 centimeter and TR is equal to also 3 centimeter and PR is equal to 6 centimeter. So the meaning of it is that the PT and TR is equal to 3 centimeter means 1/2 PR. 1/2 PR means it is 1/2 into 6 is equal to 3 centimeter. Means what we understand that the diagonals of a rectangle are bisectors of each other. They are congruent also and they are bisectors of each other. Similarly here QT's measure is 3 centimeter. QT is equal to 3 centimeter and TS is also 3 centimeter. And this is QT and TS, it is also half of QS. Means half of 6 is equal to 3. So which properties we understood from this activity, that is the opposite sides of rectangle are congruent. If you see here the opposite side I shown, that is these are the opposite side, it is 5 centimeter, these two are opposite side, it is 3 centimeter, they are congruent. Equal to sign I gave here in between. Then second, diagonals of rectangle are also congruent. So here I shown you the diagonal PR and QS is equal to 6 centimeter and this is a diagonal and it is also congruent. Then we see the diagonals of rectangle bisect each other. They bisect each other, means the half of, means PT is equal to 3 centimeter, TR is equal to 3 centimeter, QT is 3 and TR is also 3 centimeter. The meaning of it is that if PR is equal to 6, the PT is 3 and TR is 3, means half it is. So they bisect each other. So these are the properties we understood from this example also, and from the activity also I shown you how the properties are there. So according to these properties are given in our textbook. Okay, so these are the properties of rectangle. Then we will see the properties of square. Okay, so squares properties are same, only the different change is there at opposite side, not the all sides of the squares are congruent to each other. So first of all we will see, if all sides and all angles of quadrilateral are congruent, then it is called as a square. Okay, if all sides and all angles are congruent, then it is called a square. So we have to draw the square and we have to see all the properties also. Okay, this we have to tally all the properties. So I will show you the construction of this. So for that I will take QS is equal to ABCD. I will draw quadrilateral ABCD square. It is a ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square, and length of AB is equal to length of CD is equal CD is equal to length of BC is equal to length of AD is equals to, I will take 4 centimeter. I will just complete it and then show you. Then all sides are 4 centimeter. So first of all take here 4 centimeter, that is AB. Then we have to take a right angle at point B, because squares also all angles are 90 degrees. So here it is 90 degrees ray I will draw here. Here also take measure of 90 degree. Okay, and then take a 4 centimeter distance in a compass. Here it is 4 centimeter. And after taking 4 centimeter distance, you just draw the arcs from here and here also, and then join this both the arcs. Join this both the arcs, and here it is A, B, C, D. Join the diagonals. So here it is the diagonal. They intersect each other at point E. At point E. Now we will see the properties. As I told you, all sides are congruent, just I shown to you. Then here, so length of AB, BC, CD, these all are 4 centimeter that we seen. See here, it is 4 centimeter. This measure is also 4 centimeter. BC is equals to 4 centimeter and AD is equal to 4 centimeter. The meaning of it is that all sides are congruent. Then diagonals are equal in length. So we will see the diagonals. DB is equals to, okay, if you see here DB is equal to how much it is there? Its measure is 5.6 centimeter. Approximately it is 5.8 centimeter. Okay, and AC is also 5.8 centimeter. Okay, so today what you have to do, such a type of construction you have to do, and that is your homework, that you have to write the measure of this. You have to find out, this is your homework. You have to draw the square ABCD, then write the length of DB. What is the length of DB? Find out your construction inside. Then find out the length of AC. Okay, tomorrow I will show you how to do this. First of all, you just find these measures, DB and AC. Then length of DE you have to measure. Then length of EB also you have to measure. Length of DE, EB you have to measure. Then you have to find out length of AE. Then length of EC. And with this you have to find out the measure of angle DEC. This angle's measure you have to measure. Measure of DEC. Otherwise, a measure of angle CEB or measure of angle AEB and measure of angle AED. AED. So these all angles measure you have to find out, and from this we will study the remaining properties of a square in tomorrow's lecture. Okay, so today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you and have a good day.